Hi, I'm Matt Dalziel and I'm the Learning Area Leader for Humanities and Social Sciences, and I just want to talk to you about two subjects in the history and culture sort of area. The first one I'll talk about is Aboriginal Studies. So that's a level 2 subject. It's a pretty new subject and we're really hoping to get it up and running for 2021, but we need students to pick it. So if you're at all interested, please pop it down on your enrolment form. It's a really good subject. It's packed with a lot of things and it covers the past, the present and also the future of the Tasmanian Aboriginal peoples, including their history, their culture and also the diversity of Aboriginal people within Tasmania. It's a really jam-packed course and it includes things like pre-invasion, conflict and war, present day, struggle, survival, as well as culture, significant sites. And we're also hoping to have visits to country, guest speakers and all sorts of things like that. And it also leads on to a level 3 course called First Nations Studies Level 3, which you could do the year after. And it'd be fine for both Year 11s or for Year 12s. The other subject I'd like to talk to you about is Asian Studies. Now this is a subject which counts towards ATAR, but it's actually a UTAS course, so it gives you credit towards first year university as well. It's run on campus here and it looks at things like the diversity of Asia, so there's really lots and lots of Asias. There's different geography and culture and language and history, so it's not just one Asia, there's lots and lots. And then it goes into things like youth culture in Asia, and that's got a bit of fun to it, like looking at things like K-pop, manga, that sort of stuff, but it's a really important issue because the Asian population generally is much younger than Australians, and so these young people in Asia are going to be the future, so knowing them is important to our future. There's also a topic on food in Asia, so you're looking at food studies and there's dumplings involved with that. But it's also quite an important topic because Asia's got a growing population, it's got a growing wealth as well. So how are all these people going to feed themselves sustainably? And Australia's got a part to play in that, so it's good to know about. Now, Asian Studies is a Year 12 only subject. We're just letting you know about it so that it's on your radar for later on. But it's a really good option and it's got no exams, it's all folio based. So if you're a self-starter, can get organised, it could be the subject for you. Thanks a lot and hope to see you there.
Hi, I'm Roz and I'm the Ancient History teacher here at Hobart College.
And hi, I'm Felicity. I am the Modern History teacher here at Hobart College.
In Ancient History this year we're studying Ancient Greece and we've been looking at religion in Ancient Greece, politics and government. We've done a specialised study on warfare and we'll do another on women. And then the students will do an independent study on a major historical individual. There's a 3-hour exam, so you do need to have quite a good standard of reading and writing, and we require a B at grade 10 English.
In modern history, we look at 3 main aspects of 20th century history. We look at a modern Western nation from the end of World War I up until the end of World War II. This year we've looked at the United States of America. We then look at an Asian nation in the 20th century and we have been looking at Japan, and that's generally from the beginning of World War II up until with Japan it's 1952. And then we look at the Cold War. So if you've ever wondered why the world is like it is now, then history may very well be the subject for you. Like ancient history, there is a 3-hour exam, so it is important that you have a good level of literacy, and we do advise that Year 11s have at least a B standard in Year 10 English.
Our students say about history that it's just so interesting.
And that's why you might like to pick it as one of your subjects at Hobart College.
See you next year.
Hello, my name's Rowan and I teach geography. Geography is all about understanding the processes that shape the world that we live in. There's a huge range of topics that we cover in this course, from population to climate change to geopolitics and global economic shifts. We have some research projects in geography called depth studies, and the really good thing about them is that there's a lot of choice built in. So it's kind of like a choose your own adventure over the course of the year. The first one that we do is on megacities. So you get to choose a megacity to investigate and look at the challenges that they face and the solutions to those challenges. The second one that we do is to do with climate change, and you choose a land cover topic like glacier loss, loss, sea level rise, ice sheet retraction, and you investigate that and find solutions to those challenges as well. Then you look at globalisation. You can look at a cultural factor like architecture or political ideologies or languages or sport or fashion styles, or you can look at global economics of commodities or technologies. There's a fieldwork component, and you may find yourself planting trees in a biodiverse corridor across the Midlands of Tasmania. You learn a bit about everything and get to focus and investigate on the stuff that you're really interested in. Geography is great for people who are interested in places and the people that live in those places. It's great for those interested in sustainability or anyone wanting to go into international relations, politics, spatial sciences, earth sciences, urban planning, demographics, sustainability design, land management, agriculture, or anyone wanting to be a well-rounded and civically engaged individual. If you want to understand how the world works, then geography is the place to be. You can have the pun for free.
I'm Lisa, and I'm one of the humanities teachers here at Hobart College. I'm here to talk to you about studies of religion, legal studies and philosophy. These subjects sound like they probably are really dissimilar and don't have anything to do with each other, but actually there's a lot of overlap. The most important thing to know about philosophy, studies of religion and legal studies is there's a lot of grey area. There's really no right answer, and there's a lot of different ways we can argue things. I like to talk about this when we talk about murder. What I mean by murder is that in philosophy we can talk about different philosophical ways murder might be permissible, different ways we might be able to get away with murder because we want to live a good life or be a good person, but still kill people if they get in the way. When we look at studies of religion, there are various different ways that religions might make murder okay. Killing people has often been done in the name of murder over the years in history, and religion has definitely been a big part of that. So in studies of religion, we can certainly consider how murder might be an okay thing in some religions. And finally, in legal studies, murder is definitely a big part of the course. We look at crime in both level 2 and level 3 legal studies, and we look at different ways people who have been accused of crimes might have some rights that need to be protected and might actually be able to get away with murder at the end of the day. So, legal studies. In both level 2 and level 3 legal studies, you get to learn how the Australian government works, how laws are made, how we can change them when they're really bad laws, and also how we can fight the law if we need to. In this kind of class, you definitely do a bit of writing and a bit of reading, but you also get to go on a lot of excursions. You might get to visit the courts, the Supreme Court and the Magistrates Court. You might get to visit the Tasmanian Police Academy, and sometimes we even get to visit the Remand Centre. You'll get guest speakers from Equal Opportunity Tasmania, the Tasmanian State Police, the Australian Federal Police, and sometimes the unions come and tell us what a union is. Religion and philosophy both have a lot of time looking at morals and ethics, what doing the right thing is, and how we decide what that right thing might look like. In studies of religion, we look at different world religions. This year it was Islam and Buddhism, and we also spend a bit of time looking at non-religious ethical frameworks and how our ethical decisions could be informed through religion or not. In philosophy, we spend the year talking about what a good life might look like, different philosophical viewpoints about how we should live our life, and trying to answer a lot of questions that we definitely have no answer to. What's great about all 4 of these subjects is they really help you to argue and persuade other people to agree with whatever you want to convince them of, even if it's murder. If you're somebody who definitely doesn't mind doing a little bit of reading and writing, but also likes to give your own opinion, form new opinions, and listen to other people's opinions, then these subjects are for you.